Welcome to God Ours, a podcast and a project specifically designed for all the travelers that come to Italy seeking wellness, spirituality, and the most up-to-date forms of mind and body care. Hello people, welcome to God Ours, the podcast of Italian map of wellness and spirituality. Today we are in a particular site. We're in Uganda, in Nkima Forest Lodge. Nkima means monkey in one of the local dialects. And we're here with Elaine Roberts. And hello, Elaine.
Hello, how's everyone?
I hope everyone's good. And nothing. I would like to ask you something about your choice of opening a lodge here. You're from England, or?
Yes, originally from England.
Have you been living in Uganda since a lot of time, or?
I came originally in 2000 and I left in 2007 to go to Samoa in the Pacific. And then I came back because my son and grandchild were here.
Okay. And at the beginning, what made you fall in love with this place?
I love the people are very friendly and the landscape is very varied, lakes, swamps, forests, savanna, and the climate is much nicer than England for sure.
Were you from London, or?
I have lived in London, but not really. Again, I was quite a traveler always.
Okay. So, and since we are a podcast about wellness and spirituality, I would say I felt really good in this place. We only stayed 2 days, but it was amazing, just the opportunity to sleep inside the forest, because that's how you build your site. And what do you think about the curative side of coming here?
Yes, well, I have heard about the Japanese now do forest bathing, and I actually think just being in nature, you slow your rhythm down, you just look at the small things, you look at a small butterfly, a spider making a web. I think these small things help you to calm yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Is there a lot of people that come here from Europe or from the from Western world?
We get quite a lot of tourists who are bird watchers. Sometimes in England we call them twitchers. They are not always relaxed because they are always looking for the next bird. But we also get many residents from Kampala and Entebbe who come for a break at the weekend from rather noisy, polluted Kampala, and they want especially to share for their children to go for a walk or something like that. Mm-hmm. I think just going for a walk is quite good for the mind and the body.
Yeah. Do you also practice yoga or something?
I don't, but there are many people, and we have run yoga retreats here before. I personally don't. I just walk around looking at things.
And how many people can this place host?
Only we have 8 rooms, so only 16 really.
Okay.
Sometimes we get more people for lunch or something, or if families with small children come.
So when you've done the retreats, it was about 20?
That
15,
many,
20.
and usually they do the yoga on the grass or on the decks, like that, yes.
We were also wondering, how's about the rain season here? Is it really heavy, or?
No, the rain.
Manageable?
Usually what happens is it rains in the night and the early morning, and then in the day it is fine. Occasionally one day is very rainy, but usually it doesn't stop too much. The road access can be a bit trickier in the rainy season, yes.
I understand that. Then I read the little intro that you left in the room about Aboriginal people here, about the culture that was in Uganda before westernization.
Yes. The tradition, this place was traditionally for the Mamba clan. And they used to bury, actually there still are graves in parts of the forest where they traditionally buried their dead. And they still come sometimes like once a year. They stay by the big fig tree. I don't know if you saw it. And they sometimes light fires at a stone on the top here. They believe the smoke from the fire goes to their ancestors to give them good luck. I think it's maybe like throwing coins in the Trevi fountain and getting good luck from that.
So there's still a living culture of Aborigines.
Yes. The Baganda people, not everybody does that. Many people are Catholics and Protestants, Muslims, but most of them, they know which clan they belong to. The clan here is called the Mamba, which is for the lungfish, and they are not supposed to eat or hunt. Whichever clan it is, that animal has to be respected.
Sacred.
Yeah, there is also an Nchima clan, but the Nchima clan people are not actually from this site. I didn't know that when I first came. I just saw monkeys and I thought, let me call it Nchima.
And they have a dead people cult, no? They really believe in the relation with the other world.
Yes, I think they do. Yes, they do believe that they're watching over them. I mean, not everybody, but some.
So was it easy for you as a foreigner come and set your kind of business here? Or
Uganda is quite welcoming for foreign investors, and a lot of people say, it must have been very corrupt, difficult to get permits, but that is not true. If you are patient, then you can succeed. But if you want to rush, then you're going to have to pay for that.
And you were patient, in fact.
I was patient.
You said that you lived here 7 years.
Yes, I stayed also in a tent waiting for my planning permission. But that was good because then I could find where the sun rises, where the wind is blowing, where the rain will come from, and such
kind
things.
of permacultural attitude of observation and then relation to the place.
Yes.
You're here with your husband?
Yes, my husband, he's away at the moment. He's in town. He works part-time for the government here, actually. When we very first came in 2000, he was working for the European Union, and he was the liaison between the government and the European Union. But after we left and we came back, the government gave him just part-time contract. But it's very nice because he doesn't. After COVID, they reduced the physical meeting so he can do his work here and he doesn't have to usually go to town so much. But this week he did have to go.
Yeah, the good part of COVID was
exactly. That was a benefit.
You were staying here during COVID?
During COVID I took a photograph of a butterfly every day and researched it, and I've made a small butterfly book just to identify the butterflies of this forest, but there's more than 150, and in England we only have 60 in the whole country. So on this little hilltop we have almost 3 times as many as in the whole of England.
Do you basically stay here or you travel also a lot in Uganda?
I stay here, but I have my grandchildren live in Jinja, and so last week I did a camping safari with them for their half term, and we went to the northeast just camping and just enjoying and seeing some animals and elephants and such like.
What do you think about the gorilla trek?
The gorilla trek is very fantastic. When I lived here before, I took my daughter for her 18th birthday, just her and me. We went, and it was really amazing. You are very surprised when you're so close to such a big, powerful animal. But it can be quite slippy and wet and steep, but it is definitely special.
And the fact that it's so expensive is to protect the...
Yes, it does make sure that really people benefit from the gorillas. And around the gorilla area, the people were seriously poor and, really cutting and planting on very steep slopes because their population is getting quite big. But now they have schools, health services, because I think it's 20% of the money goes directly to the community. And then, of course, the other money is for paying rangers because it's a slightly insecure area. There are always international poachers, and it's because it's on the border with DRC, you have to make sure that there's good protection. So that also pays for that.
So, since you've been here, there's been no war in Uganda. The war
has been very peaceful. Occasionally, as I said, at the borders, you get a little bit of cross-border problem, but no, it's a very peaceful country. And even the crime or something is not like South Africa or Nigeria or Kenya. It's very low level. And when you're a rural area, it's just little small petty things.
We were in this just 1 week vacation, but we felt very safe every time. We didn't have any problems. So the people is really friendly.
Yes, the people are genuinely friendly and kind and hospitable. They like to welcome guests to their country.
Yeah. You have a lot of people working here for you. Are they living in a...
Yes, they all live here, and about a third of them are from the village. When we built this place, about 3 or 4 of the people who helped me build as laborers, we built it with wheelbarrows and that's it, people. And 4 of them have stayed on, have got upskilled and they work
trained. With you.
They work now with me still.
Yeah, they're really, really well trained, and also the cooking is fantastic. Do you have a?
It was me putting the influence. One of the chefs was my carpenter's brother, who said, "Oh, when you open, can you please take my brother on?" And since he was a nice carpenter, I said, "Why not? Let's try." And then he got trained here. And then another one was there are not so many good training institutes in Uganda. It's a weakness of theirs. But we did have one who was trained there, and another came as a intern, and then I helped them to improve.
We're Italian, so we're very
picky on your food.
Yeah. But I'd say that here is one of the best places, especially for vegetables and creativity.
Yeah, we try to use just the fresh things. Of course, we do buy some olive oil and some few imported things, but usually we do try to buy the fresh local produce. And
And also one thing I noticed, the buildings are very well integrated. You didn't make anything too European. The taste is really forestry.
Yes, we did try not to make it. It's supposed to be just like a forest cabin, and not. It's cheap and cheerful, maybe we can say. But I made the. We do have comfy sofas, which were all bought second hand, and then a local guy refurbished them, because some of the they do make sofas here, but most of them are very uncomfortable. But everything was local purchased and made, and
and we're stunned about these tissues of the tents. Where did you get this? These ones?
This one,
yeah.
This is the local Kitengi material. And although when I say local, it's particularly the Ugandans like it, but it's all over Malawi, Africa. And I think originally it came from colonial, from Manchester and from the Dutch batik, but long ago. But now there's a market in town where you go. It's difficult for making curtains, very difficult to find enough, because usually you just buy 1 or 2 pieces of material is enough for making a dress and whatever. But if you want all to be matching, to find like 25 meters, 25 bolts, it's very difficult.
But you did.
But I did. I persevered. I used to go down to the market myself, and because I like to see what is available.
So in the end of our interviews, we usually ask to our hosts 3 words, the first that come to your mind that describe a bit your person, your philosophy, whatever.
Myself, gosh. I think friendly, maybe natural, maybe a little wild.
Okay, Elaine, thank you so much for being with us, and thank you for your hospitality. It was really wonderful to stay at your place.
Yeah. Thanks for coming. Yeah.
Welcome to God Ours, a podcast and a project specifically designed for all the travelers that come to Italy seeking wellness, spirituality, and the most up-to-date forms of mind and body care.